So, good morning. My Second Life podcast, as promised, on Dubai real estate. My name's Priyan Demel. I moved to Dubai 3 months ago. I've been coming to Dubai for many years as a holiday maker. And for the first time, I decided to live here in May 2024. After living 4 years in Sri Lanka, we decided to move here due to many reasons. Firstly, it was close to Sri Lanka, which is 4 hours away from where my parents live and where we had lived for the last 4 years. And so felt it was an easy commute back. We didn't want to go to London due to the fact that the weather didn't appeal to us anymore. And also we felt that the lifestyle in the UK was not what we wanted at this very moment in our time in life. So my Second Life podcast, as you can see, it's very raw. However, what I wanted to show people was that rather than trying to be perfect, just be brave, go for it. It's better to do something and to make something of yourself and not have any worries about what people say. And this is my journey. So, podcast number 2. If you purchase or lease a property, it's not just a transaction. It's a transformation of one's life. That's what I believe property and real estate are about. It's the oldest commodity that we have lived in from the caveman days. And it's somewhere where you can upgrade your life, whether you are leasing or buying. Why Dubai? I believe Dubai is entering a new era of the universe, where 43% of the people moving to Dubai at the moment are from the millennium age. Dubai is sort of setting the standards of what the new world will be. And it is really innovating itself as a place and as a country. Home. What do we consider home these days? After the pandemic, I believe the world has gone through a major shift in how people think about stuff and what they feel is important to them from a space of 4 walls and their home, even in a country or in what type of property they live in. I don't think it's considered just a physical asset anymore, but a place of flow and energy where one resides, rests, recharges, and spends time with their family, friends, creating unforgettable memories and relationships. And so the home has now become a place in the world where it is really important for people to be able to feel comfortable, not just for the purpose of having to go to work or being close to somewhere. It's a place where you feel energized and can relax. And I feel in the world that in the future there will be no boundaries or borders. Now, of course, that would be the ideal world, because ultimately, if we didn't have any borders and control over where people could stay, everybody would just congregate to the best places in the world and the other places would be left empty. and there would be overpopulation and overcrowding. However, I feel Dubai is one of the only places in the world at the moment where people of any age, any culture, any background, rich, poor, Chinese, can go live in a truly unique, multicultural society where everyone can interact and live in peace with no boundaries or prejudices. It sounds too good to be true. And at the moment, if I'm being honest, I'm waiting to see and find out whether it is, because I would say I've met more English people and know what an Englishman is living in Dubai than I did in London for many years. You say, why do I say that? Well, I've met far more diverse people from the UK in terms of Scottish, Irish, people from Newcastle, people from Liverpool, people from Brighton, London, and all these people are basically from the UK. And if you ask me and talked about the UK, that's how I feel like the UK should be. However, when I lived in London, I never met any of these people. I never saw any of these people. I met them at uni and spoke to them at uni. But once we'd finished university, it felt like they went onto their different paths and where they could socially interact and where they felt comfortable. And I went to London because that's where I grew up and I was from. However, in London, you don't get to meet people. You don't get to talk to people. You don't get to network with people. You do, but they are of a certain type of person. So if you live in Notting Hill, you live in Notting Hill. And there's a certain type of person that lives in Notting Hill. If you live in Mayfair, Knightsbridge, all these people are a set group of people. There's no interaction. So therefore, you feel you have to be in that certain culture or be that type of person in order to fit into that mold. In Dubai, it's totally different. Yes, you do get different areas in Dubai. For example, Dubai Hills, Damac Hills, Arabian ranches. And yes, each community has a vibrant character and feel to it. For example, I live in Jumeirah Golf Estate and there's 15 clusters. And within these clusters, you get a theme. I live in Lime Tree Valley, which is based on Spanish villas and lakes with golf course views. Then you've got Flame Ridge, which is more Italian Tuscan, Olive Point, and so on and so forth. However, the people who live in these communities aren't from Spain or Italy. They're very diverse. And what draws them to Jumeirah Golf Estate is the greenery and the community, much more European than, say, Indian or Chinese. However, you do find Indian and Chinese people here. You do find Sri Lankans here, like myself. And it's not a case of you're looking at the person and their skin and the color, but you're literally looking at the surrounding area and the energy of these people. And that's what gets them together. And that's why I say Dubai is so unique, because that's happening all around Dubai. And what Dubai is doing is it's creating amazing infrastructure with luxury skylines, beautiful surroundings on the beach, in the forest, high-rise buildings, low-rise buildings. And as a result of that, they're attracting people who want to have a better way of life at a more affordable price. And it caters for everybody, from a young 20-year-old who's just left university or leaving home, all the way up to a 65, 70-year-old who's retiring or wants to retire. You get treated the same way. You have all the same facilities. And wherever you live, regardless of your pay grade or your value, you still get the energy, enthusiasm, the quality of a lifestyle, which is second to none. It's amazing what Dubai are doing, and the forefront of creating a world where you feel cared for, you feel safe, and as a father and a family and a son, I could not ask for more. I've just bought my son a bicycle for Christmas, and I'm delighted because of the fact that on our street, he's able to go out in the mornings, play football on a little green roundabout, which I used to play on in the UK. And he'll get to ride his bike up and down the road. The neighbors drive carefully because they're coming into a community. And I know he'll be safe and have fun rather than playing on his PlayStation or Nintendo. But it also brings back my memories of when I was younger, and I was so happy to just go play outside in the garden, play on my bike, meet my friends from next door, and live like a little boy. If I was in the UK, where I used to live in Notting Hill, there's no way I'm giving my son a bike. And if I did give him a bike, that bike would stay in the house, and I would take him to the park. Then in the park, there'll be rules and regulations of where he can and can't ride, and it would be a more structured event. And yes, we would have fun, and it would be nice, but it wouldn't be spontaneous. It wouldn't be just him and his bike. And society has made it so that everything is more controlling. Now, don't get me wrong, Dubai is a country which is governed and has a lot of laws, but they don't try to enforce those laws on you in terms of visually implementing you to be scared or for society to be controlled. They do it in a very unique way where they give you the rules and regulations. The rules and regulations are very harsh. So therefore you think to yourself, the consequences, i.e. there is no tolerance for drink driving, and if you get caught drink driving, you do get points, but you could also get deported. Now, from my point of view, if I get deported from my family after purchasing the house, that's not going to be great for my life. So I don't even have one drink if I'm driving because of the fact that the consequences are high. So as a result, they get the results that they want, which is don't drink and drive. There's no half-heartedness, but the penalty is harsh. But then at the same time, you have a choice as a gentleman or person to adhere to it. Now, people may say that's a bit over the top. However, it works because ultimately I feel safe that nobody is drink driving, and I don't drink drive myself. So if you're interested in learning more about Dubai and how to deal with the real estate market in terms of understanding which community, which area would suit you best for your personality, your lifestyle, whether it be a family, a young entrepreneur, a single person coming to work or live in Dubai, then give me a call, because I can help you not only understand how the technical difficulties of buying in Dubai, but more about understanding you, understanding how you are, your energy, your presence. And then I'm able to match you to the communities for your energy in order for you to then decide whether you want to, which community you want to live in, and take you to the process. What you don't want to do is to have the burden and the low vibration activities of real estate here, where then you are bogged down and may make the wrong decision and therefore not go through a happy process of purchasing the most expensive asset that you will. And it's not about the transformation, buying an asset, it's the transformation of your life, transcending to that new place where you will be able to have a better way of living, a better energy, a better flow, regardless of whether you live in Dubai already or whether you're moving to Dubai. Hopefully we'll meet one day and discuss things. Even if you want to write on the podcast and let me know any questions, more than happy to answer them. It's a no pressure place. I'm not looking to sell you real estate. I'm looking to advise you and to help you understand the market. And if you decide to take that journey with me, that's great. If not, I totally understand, and it's okay. I do this for a living. I'm embraced in it. I'm engrossed in it. I enjoy it. So I'm happy to pass on my wisdom of the bits and pieces that I've learned, and hopefully have you on the podcast in the future listening to what I have to say. Second podcast, still rusty, as you can see. However, just wanted to say thank you very much if you are listening live, which I don't think anybody is. And if you listen to the recording, thanks a lot. Give me a chance. I'm going to get better. Yep, I'll see you soon.